Hi, my name is Jason and I am starting to record some video because I am about to go on a really big walk, basically. I'm going to be doing something called the Great North Walk, which is a, anywhere up to a 30-day walk. It's 260 kilometres, stretching from Newcastle in New South Wales to Sydney, and you can do it either way. I'm going to be doing it from Newcastle and back to Sydney because I intend to train out to Newcastle and then walk home to Sydney. So I'm doing it because I want to experience something like that. I haven't done a multi-day hike by myself before. I have done a multi-day hike once. I was actually part of a 𝗘𝗹𝗲𝘃 event called the Great Australian Survival Trek that happened last year. And that was a several-day trek from Victoria to New South Wales, but it was with a support crew. So you would walk morning till night, dusk, whatever, and you'd get picked up by a car, taken to wherever you were sleeping for the night, and then in the morning, off to the next walk. So it was a supported hike, and this time I really want to do something just by myself, taking everything that I need to survive with me. So that's my intent. I'm going to pack all the food and all the water that I need to survive the walk. Obviously, water will need to be topped up throughout the duration of the walk. That's going to be the biggest challenge, I think, is making sure I've always got enough fresh water. But yeah, I'm intending to do the 260 kilometre walk over 10 days, which is quite an ambitious amount of time given the format. And by that I mean carrying the large bag and walking, because you know that averages out to about 26 kilometers per day, which in itself is not a long way. You know, I've done plenty of 50k hikes and things like that, so 26 doesn't seem like a lot, but when you walk with that bag on your back, it's pretty tough. And you know, I'm not familiar with the terrain, but I suspect it's going to be pretty tricky as well. So you combine those two things, and yeah, I think that's going to be quite a challenge, the 10 days. So as I said, I'll be packing everything that I need. So all my sleeping equipment, clothes, food, water, any tools that I need for fire and things like that. I'll be packing all of that into my bag and carrying that with me the whole way from Newcastle back to Sydney. So it's going to be quite an experience to do something this challenging, but do it alone as well. So no one walking with me, no one, you know, meeting me in the evenings. It's just going to be me and myself. So that's, you know, that's going to be a challenge, but it's also exciting. So yeah, I'm very excited to get this underway. It's been on my to-do list for quite some time, but finally doing it. So yeah, I'm going to do my best to record as much video as I can throughout the walk. I'm not a professional videographer or anything like that, so I apologize in advance for what will no doubt be quite amateur video, but I hope it gives you a sense of what the experience was by the time that I'm done. And yeah, I'll do my best to make it somewhat, you know, enjoyable to watch. But yeah, I'm going to start getting my gear ready now and leaving later today, so catching the train off to Newcastle. And then tomorrow, which is Friday the 5th of June, I will begin my walk back to Sydney. So wish me luck. As I said, I'm going to start getting my gear ready now, and yeah, then it will kind of all begin. So yeah, nervous, excited, rearing to go. Okay, so getting towards the final stages of preparation. Everything's kind of laid out. Can you get a sense of my OCD right now? So I'm not going to go through everything that's here just at the moment, but you can see I've got some food and some cooking stuff, a couple of books, a guide to the walk and a book, water and medical stuff, camping stuff, camera stuff, a couple of tools. Somehow I'm going to fit all of that into that, which is somehow going to go on my back for 260 odd kilometers. So yeah, it's going to be pretty hectic. But that's okay. I'm looking forward to it. Here it is. Everything's packed. Almost everything. I did leave a couple of things out. Now, I did a hike with this bag last weekend, and it had about 20 kilos in it, and I walked 27 kilometers, and it was tough, really tough, and my objective was to get the bag lighter for this little adventure. I've just weighed myself, so typically I weigh just around 70 kilos, slightly more. With the gear that I'm wearing right now, I'm 75. When I put the bag on, I weighed 102. So I'm up around 26, 27 kilos with the bag right now. So almost 10 kilos heavier than what I had for the last walk. So that was already a concern and a challenge carrying the weight. I now have more. So all I'm going to take away from that is that I need to eat my food quickly. So my bag is lighter. Yeah. Wish me luck, I guess. Now I get to walk to the train station with this bag, which, you know, walking in the wilderness with something like this, that's fine. Walking around a train station, you look like a bit of a twit. So yeah, that'll be fun. Anyway, wish me luck. Okay, so I've made it to Newcastle. I'm staying in a hotel tonight. It's last little bit of luxury before I get going. So yeah, I'm gonna go over my pack tonight, make sure everything's where I need it to be, charge up all my devices, and then go and have a last supper somewhere, have a good meal, and then yeah, obviously tomorrow, not too early because tomorrow's only about 20 Ks. So not too early, but early-ish, I'll get going, and yeah, the journey will start. So look forward to seeing you in the morning, and we'll get underway. See you then. Okay, so I am in Newcastle, and I'm about to get started. It is 8 o'clock, so a little later than I wanted, but enjoy the comfy bed for a little while. So I'm going to go now to the Queen's Wharf, which I think is where the walk starts. So it's about 2 or 3 Ks from here to there, and then I will start packing the walk. So here we go. There it is, first marker I've seen for the Great North Walk. Okay, so I've been walking for a couple of Ks already, but this really feels like the start. I've got my first marker behind me, if I can point to that, there you go. And I'm up on a hill, so if I try and slowly rotate here, you'll see behind me is the obelisk. We might just go up there now. Let's have a look. This is a pretty nice view all around. So let's go. It was a fun little climb getting up here, by the way. Lots of stairs. Still nothing compared to some climbs that are coming up, so I'm not going to complain yet. I'll save that for later. I don't want to complain too much in the videos. You'll get sick of watching. Alright, so here we are. And so if I just spin around a little bit, you can see that view. We just had some military jets flying over too, which is pretty Neat. So, with that said, I'm going to officially start. I don't know if it's because this spot right here is like waterworks commemorative spot, but I suddenly need to go to the toilet, so I'm gonna find a bathroom. And then I was informed that today is International Donut Day, so before I leave civilization, I think I need to get a donut or 5. So yeah, carry on. See you later. Alright, so as I said, today's International Donut Day, so yeah, I needed to get some donuts. I'm a little embarrassed to say that before recording this I've already eaten one of the donuts because I was just that eager, but donuts. I look like such a muppet right now, just using a little selfie stick, recording myself talking by the side of the road. It's brilliant. So, yeah, can't wait to get out of civilization so people can't see me do this. But anyway, for now, I'm gonna eat my donuts and enjoy. So, yeah, happy donut day. Okay, so that's the end of day one. I'm in a tent set up for the night, but as you can probably hear, it's not a great spot. I'm right by a road and a train line, and there's bats and they're noisy as well, so but honestly at this point I don't care. I'm so tired. It's been a long day. I've walked about 35 kilometers in total. About 32 of that was the track. I had to walk from the hotel to the start of the day, and then I detoured a little bit to get donuts, as you know, etc, etc. So yeah, so it's been a long day, as expected, just tough with the bag. Everything's kind of gone okay, but I'm just curious to see how I wake up in the morning. Yeah, this has been tough, and I'd originally planned for tomorrow to be even bigger days, and there's just no way I'm going to be able to do those kind of days. You know, like 50Ks. I can do 50Ks, just not with a bag like this. It's just too hard, too heavy. So the way I see it at the moment is that I've got to do about 25Ks a day, 26Ks a day to do it in the 10 days that I've planned. And that's achievable, I think, you know, so long as nothing breaks. So I'm just going to keep trying to take it steady. I want to get up earlier tomorrow and leave earlier, because what I found today was that I didn't have time to have any breaks. Like I did have breaks, but it meant that I got in after dark. So I need to leave earlier so I can break up the walk a little bit more. But yeah, it was a good day, actually. It was a good day all in all, and I had fun. Had lots of people ask me what I was doing and talk to me about, you know, you're doing the trek and blah, blah, blah. I had 2 kids ride up on their bike and ask me if I was doing the trek, and one of the kids was sort of saying, oh, I could never do something like that. I was like, yes, you can. Yeah, I'm not one for a huge pep talk, but yeah, sure you could, you know, if you wanted to, it's what you could do. But no, it was good. Everyone was very friendly. You know, I guess it's one of those things when you're kitted out like this, you know,
they feel like they can talk to you because you're obviously doing something and they're excited about it. So yeah, it was good. It was a great day. But yeah, certainly interested to see how I pull up in the morning. And I know the next 2 to 3 days, there's a lot of climbing. So one of the sorest parts, other than my shoulders right now, is my Achilles, which obviously gets a lot of pressure going uphill. So yeah, we shall see. But for now, I'm going to sign out and get some much needed sleep. So that's day 1 done. I will see you tomorrow. So it's day 2. I've done nearly 7 Ks so far this morning. Last night was a tough end. I walked further than I wanted, obviously, and then just set up camp wherever I could find. And that went fine, except that there were a lot of bats, and they did not shush all night. So yeah, sleep didn't come easy. I have headphones, and I put my headphones in just without any music because I don't want to use my battery. And I guess that helped, but it didn't stop all the noise. And then of course, you know, laying on the headphones doesn't feel great. So, and then early morning was just freezing. So obviously I wanted to get up earlier this morning, and I did, but not as early as I wanted. It was just too cold. So I got up at about 6:30, yeah, maybe thereabouts. And then it took about an hour to pack up my camp and all my gear and have a bite to eat and get going. So yeah, I'm kind of, as I think I said yesterday, I'm aiming for about 25 kilometers a day as the goal. So having done about 7 already, that's good. I woke up this morning with my body feeling pretty good. My shoulders are really sore, but you know, I can't carry. My bag just fell off where I had it sitting. Whoops. Anyway, I can't carry a small bag without, like, for a while without my back starting to hurt. Well, not my back, but my shoulder and my neck. So carrying something this weight for this distance, this I'm really happy with. As weird as that sounds. The only other thing that was causing me a bit of grief yesterday was my Achilles, and that is still sore, but it's not, well, it's better today, I guess, than it was yesterday, which means it's improved overnight. So hopefully that continues to be the case. I have it strapped as best I can, and hopefully it just holds up over the multiple days that are coming up. So yeah, so far so good. I'm going to try and get into a campsite earlier tonight, hoping to get like mid-afternoon, so I can actually just relax a little bit and cook some food and yeah, try and just slow things down a little bit, because at the moment it's feeling like an endurance race. So that would be nice. So we'll see how we go. It depends how I travel today, how my body holds up and how fast I can move. But I'm pretty sure I'm about to leave kind of civilization, which I've had mostly up to this point, and start heading out into the wilderness. So no more coffees, no more McDonald's, sadly. I was hoping I could sneak in a coffee this morning somewhere, but there just hasn't been anywhere. So anyway, here we go. I'll go pick up my bag that's now laying on its side. And yeah, I'll talk to you a little later on. Okay, so I thought I'd share a little bit of this exciting terrain with you. So today has pretty much all been uphill so far. This is one of the 3 nasty climbs that I'm aware of. So like, you can see behind me, it's just up, and then like coming up, it's just up. So lots of up on today's itinerary. And then I'm going to get to the campsite and see how we go. I might stay there or I might carry on depending on the time, because I'm concerned that the campsite isn't far away enough, as weird as that sounds. But again, if I don't do enough kilometers today, it only makes it harder for later. So that's just a thought. but obviously all this up is slowing me down a lot, so yeah. This camera seems to like just looking up my nose. I don't know why it's that way, but more up, rough up. All right, wish me luck. Okay, well, I'm 12 odd Ks into day 2. I'm on my way to the campsite still. Just having a snack, some delicious tuna. I had donuts this time yesterday. So snack quality's definitely gone down, taste anyway. So I'm gonna go to the campground, but it's only gonna take me about 20 Ks, which is less than what I wanna do every day. However, time-wise, it might be all I can do anyway, because the terrain here is really up and down. It's been a massive climb this morning, and I'm just as slow going down as I am up, because with that pack, I have to go slow. So, you know, even though it's only 20 Ks, it's probably going to take the full day anyway. I have another couple of big climbs over the next few days, but then it flattens out. So I'm kind of hoping that once it flattens out, I can cover more distance, and it seems like my body's pulling up okay. So hopefully by that point as well, it's more conditioned to what I'm putting it through, and yeah, I can maybe just do 30 or 35 Ks in a day. You know, I did 32 yesterday, so but I just don't like being behind on the schedule. So yeah, anyway, so far so good, everything's going okay. Yeah, I'll check in a little later. All right, see ya. So I'm rounding out day 2. I'm getting close to the campground, and it's been such a climbing day. I'm exhausted. And then there's this, and I don't know how clear that is on the video, but those stairs go so far. I reckon at least 150, 200 meters that I can see, and I'm shattered. But I think this is the last, I'm hoping it's the last climb. I'm totally shattered. Okay.